Hi, today I'm going to explain the chapter 8 of Biology Science textbook NCERT, which is nothing but body movements. So through these notes I'm going to explain you. So you can see that all the living organisms move, and these type of motions are called as locomotion and movement. Locomotion meaning you are changing your whole position from one place to another. Movement meaning you are still in a place but you are just moving your body parts. So each organism has an uh, locomotory organ. Like for humans it's legs, for birds it's wings, for fishes it's fins, and etc. So here our first body system which helps us to move is the skeletal system. So it is present inside our body and it acts as a framework. It gives us definite shape and structure and support for the movement. There are many types of bones, and they are joined together with a point called as a joint. A joint is a place where two or more bones meet. So it helps to facilitate movement. So there are total 350 joints in the body. The next body system which helps in movement is the muscular system. They are tissues which are present in our body. These tissues helps us to move with the help of bones. So muscles and bones together helps us to move. They are also a part of the body. So next is about the muscles itself. So the muscles contract to cause movement, so they cannot relax. So they contract to move the bones, which helps the bones to move. The bones help us to do the movement. So there are tendons or tissues. There are two types of tissues in our body which help to link muscles to bones and bones to bones. Tendon is the tissue which helps to link bones to muscles, and ligament is the tissue which connects the bones to bones. And there is also a cartilage which is very soft. They help to connect two bones. So you can notice that in a joint you will find a soft rubbery tissue. These are called as cartilage. They are also present in your nose, ears, etc. I have told you that there are many types of joints. So they are ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint, and fixed joints are immovable joints. So here the first type of joint is here, the ball and socket joint. There are bones which have a hollow cavity. They have a cup-like shape. There are actually two bones. One bone is shaped like a cup and another bone is shaped like a ball, which helps in turn helps to fix the ball-like bone inside the cup. So this type of joint is called as a ball and socket joint. They help to or allow to movement in all directions. Example is shoulder bone, hip bone. So here you can see a diagram. So this is the bone of the hip. So there is a hip bone, and the hip bone acts as a socket and the femur acts as a ball. So they both fix together, in turn helping to form a ball and socket joint. The thigh bone is none other than the femur joint. So next type is the fixed or immovable joint. These are joints which are fixed in a position. They cannot move. For example, the joints in the skull and the upper jaw, etc. And also they cannot even move a single bit. So that's the reason the skull is made up of many joints which cannot move, which in turn helps the skull to protect the brain. So the next type of joint you can see is the pivot joint. It is present in between our neck uh, and the backbone. It joins the neck and the backbone. So it brings about 180-degree motion, and they are present in the neck and head that we have seen. So next type of joint is hinge joint. They act as a hinge. So you have noticed that in a door, the corners have hinges in them, which can be moved back and forth. So this hinge joint also brings motion similar to that. So they act as a hinges in the door. So same in the body. So these are the diagrams for pivotal joint and the hinge joint. So next will be there are these joints are types of joints. Next we'll be seeing about the types of bones. There are many types of bones in our body, but in the NCERT textbook we are focusing on 5 main things, which are backbone, the skull, the ribcage, pelvic bone, and the shoulder bone. So we'll be looking into detail about each one of these. So the first thing bone is the backbone. They are small bones present in the back to protect the spinal cord. They are connected to each other with the help of cartilage, which we have seen earlier. There are total 33 vertebrates which are connected to each other by cartilage to protect the spinal cord. There is a hollow space between the vertebrates to allow the spinal cord pass through. So here is the backbone, and each of the bone is one of the vertebrates. So total we have 33 vertebrates. Then we come with the pelvic bone. They are present in the hip region, as we have seen in the ball and socket joint. They are present below the stomach, and they help to sit. For example, when you are sitting, you sit with the help of a pelvic bone and the femur. So that's it for pelvic bones, and here you get the diagram for pelvic. And next comes the shoulder bone. They are present in your shoulders, and they are total 3 bones, three prominent bones in your shoulder. They are clavicle, scapula, and the humerus. Here is the shoulder bone. This one is the shoulder blade. This one is the humerus. So next comes the skull. They are bones present in your head, so they protect your head. And this skull is connected with a pivot joint with the vertebrates, as we have seen earlier. They have like 22 bones which are joined together. It is fixed in a particular region, so they are a type of the bones in the skull and the joints in the skull are immovable. So this is the diagram of the skull, and then comes the ribcage. They are bones present in the chest region. They protect the heart and the lungs. They bend to touch the backbone, and it also touch the backbone in the back, and also the sternum in the front. They form a box-like structure which protect the lungs and the heart. So next type of, so here there are total 12 pairs of ribs. These function to protect the organs in the chest cavity. So the chest cavity is the cavity present inside the ribs, which help in protecting the lungs and the heart. Next comes the gait of an animal. A gait of an animal is nothing but the pattern or the movement of an animal, how the animal moves. So in our textbook there are animals such as earthworms, snakes, birds, and snail, cockroach, and fish. So we'll see each one in detail. So first we'll go to the earthworm. These organisms do not even have a backbone, so they don't even have a bone, so they cannot move using bones. They move with the help of rings or structures present in their body. There are two parts in an earthworm. They are the front end and the rear end. They have bristles to hold the soil, so they can hold the soil and move forward. So they first contract the body and then they relax. helping to move again and ahead. So first it extends the front end and fixes the rear end, and then again it releases the rear end and fixes the front end. So this continuous process helps to movement. The body of the earthworm contract and relax. So here you can see. So they contract and relax to move forward and forward. These things can be helped to move. These things are called as the bristles, which help to hold in the soil. So that's why we are saying it fixes the front end or fixes the rear end. So the next animal we are going to look at is the snakes. The movement of the snakes is called as like slithering. You might have noticed that it makes a S shape or contracts and make curves and loops, which help it to move forward. They don't have those many bones, but they have a very long backbone. They have thin muscles which are interconnected to each other, which help to move. So as you have noticed, a snake make curves and forms loops, which helps to push it against the soil and with the help of force. This helps us to move forward. The next type of organism is a bird. A bird can do many things. For example, it can walk, it can fly, it can swim. So we are going to look at each locomotory organ of the bird. So first the wings help the bird to fly. These wings are humans have hands. So these wings are modified version of the hand, which help it to fly. They have a very strong shoulder bone, which help it to flap its wings, and they also have a streamlined body, which makes its way through the wind and makes it fly easily. And next comes the walking. They have very strong legs to walk. So they used to walk in the ground while searching for food too. So that's why they have very strong legs. And next, for swimming birds such as duck and swan, they have a webbed feet which are made of some structures called made of skin, and they are present to help in swimming. For example, duck and swan. So next animal is the snail. This snail have a very strong muscular feet, and it helps to move forward and forward. This muscular feet is very strong that it can move. So they don't have legs. They have very small legs which help to move. They secrete a liquid in front of them which help to move forward and forward, making the ground very slippery, which helps them to move forward. So the next animal is cockroach. They have 3 pair of legs and 1 pair of wings. They have very specialized muscles. So unlike us, they have very specialized. We might have seen flying cockroaches too. They fly using this 1 pair of wings, and a cockroach is an insect. So each insect has 3 pairs of legs or 6 legs. So this is about the cockroach. Next we are going to see the last topic, which is they have streamlined body. These streamlined body, we might have seen that in the birds too, there are streamlined body. In the birds, the streamlined body helps to move in the air, and in the fishes, it helps to move through the water. They have very strong muscles and curved body. They create, which helps to create sudden jerks, which help them to move forward. So this is about the chapter of body movements. Thank you.